You may be wondering where I've been. Yeah, nowhere. Okay. I wanted to answer some questions that I asked for in my Discord. If you're not on the Discord, please join the Discord. We have a great time making fun of me. Okay, now let's get to some questions. Drawer/hacker doesn't ask, how did you find the game Lego Island? To which I will not respond with, it was a long, arduous journey to locate what I've been missing my entire life, to find the one thing that could fill the void in my existence, the one thing that could satiate the emptiness inside of me. A brutal quest of opening the start menu and it just being there. My dad bought it from me when I was a kid. I really wasn't involved in the discovery process of that one. What is your favorite part about creating one whole video? What is your least favorite part about making video? Okay, my favorite part of creating one whole video is probably the end result. I know that sounds kind of funny, but I think just making a video, putting it out there, and having people enjoy it is my favorite part. There are also a lot of points where I'm coming up with a joke or some sort of visual gag. You know, just kind of making myself laugh is a lot of the process of making my own videos, and hopefully that translates to making other people laugh as well. My least favorite part about making a video probably is the amount of time that it takes me to get it up to the standard that I have set for myself, I guess. I don't mean to complain too much, but sometimes it could get a little draining, you know, spending on average like 20 to 30 hours alone just editing and editing and editing, and sometimes that could be a little soul crushing. Main G asks, when's the next Double Jump episode? Never! Never! For those of you who don't know, Double Jump was a early attempt at a video game review show that I started in 2010 with one of my real life friends, who in the Discord goes by the name Tingles. Yeah, there aren't really any plans to bring that back anytime soon. However, I just realized that Double Jump started, or the first episode was put out on August 28th, 2010, and we're a lot closer to the 10-year anniversary than to not, so... But also, what's your history with music making and the best advice you wish you knew about it, or the way you did it? My history with music making? Me and music making go back generations. Really, I started playing music because we had a piano, and I was really into film soundtracks at the time. And I wished I could play that song on piano and just sort of brute forced my way into doing it. That's really where it all started. And best advice I wish I knew about it. Well, one thing I wish I knew was that it is really fucking difficult to write songs, and not nearly as easy as I thought it would be. Another thing I wish I knew, and this kind of extends to all parts of life, is to really just sort of trust my own instincts. You have to strike a balance. You have to be able to identify when you are just being your worst critic, and also when you're just not happy with something, and that you should listen to that and keep working on it until you are a little bit more happy with it. It's a balance, and I think the fact that there is a balance that you need to learn with when you're making art is something that I wish I knew. Keep on working, and you always keep getting better, but don't destroy yourself because you are your own worst critic. That's what I'm trying to say, essentially. Drawer/hacker returns to ask more questions. How do you usually come up with the things that you want to review in videos? I don't know. I do have a list, and a lot of the time I just pull from that. I'll find out about something kind of goofy and I'll just add it to the list, and then when it comes time to make a new video, I'll just refer to the list. Other times it's just because something that I'm thinking at the moment, I'm like, I should make a video on this, so I just do that next. But really, that's really usually what it comes down to, is just look at the list. About travel, do you have any fears while traveling? Not necessarily fears, but I fucking hate flying. I get really bad motion sickness on planes. Actually, on a lot of things. What's weird is that I never know what's gonna give me motion sickness. It's like a constant surprise party of things like, ah, I got you a gift, it's f***ing overwhelming nausea. It's it's a never-ending surprise. However, planes are pretty consistently make me feel pretty terrible. I've recently tried some nausea meds that knocked me the fuck out for the entire plane, which is great, so I didn't have to deal with any of that shit. What is your favorite genre of music and why? I don't really have one. There's a lot of songs I like from a lot of different genres. However, I am a sucker for late 90s / early 2000s music in almost all of its incarnations, whether it's pop, R&B, whenever the coast was clear and she'd ask me to come out. Really anything that reminds me of my childhood, I'm gonna be 100% biased towards. Opinions on today's music. It sucks! No, obviously not. It kind of saddens me in a lot of ways. A lot of it is very subdued and dark and depressing. I mean, we ushered in The Weeknd. And then we got sick of him, so we brought in Post Malone. I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star. I ain't even saying these songs are bad, but just cheer up, everyone. The world moves on another day, another drama. Okay, this one's pretty bad. Yeah, it kind of makes me wonder if people are just a little bit sadder than they used to be. And I know it's just fashion to an extent, it's just, people got sick of the last thing, so time to move on to this thing. But part of me just wonders if all this awareness that we have so much more information and so much more knowledge than we ever had before, if all that just kind of has depressed us as a society a little bit. But of course there are some songs out there that I like. I'm especially appreciative of the 80s throwback music that we're getting a lot of now. So yeah, mixed feelings on today's music. I think it's a little over the top to just label one entire genre or one entire era as like bad. That's shit. Though I do think that vocal effect that everyone's using nowadays needs to fucking die. That's gonna be the electric piano of this decade of music. Everyone's gonna look back and be so fucking embarrassed about that. What was the first video game you ever played and what led up to you playing it? If you don't remember, that's fine. I think I don't remember. I grew up with a lot of educational games. Anyone ever play Living Books? Otherwise, first video game? I have a feeling it was either a Game Boy Color with Pokemon Blue or Pokemon Stadium on the Nintendo 64. And I still love both of those games very much. What led up to me playing them? My dad wore them. That's pretty much. Are there any American traditions you find strange? Not really. The thing is, once again, I find it kind of like over the top whenever you hear about another culture and you're like, that's weird. What are they doing? That's dumb. Yeah, every culture has their weird shit. Fucking Australia? We put sprinkles on buttered bread and call it a fucking meal. When I was younger, I think I did react with that like, oh, that's weird. Other countries are doing it wrong. I guess I've matured too much to feel that way anymore. I like learning about different cultures, traditions, and what they find normal as opposed to what I find normal. I love hearing about that nowadays. So what was your experience like in Japan? I loved Japan. This really tells you a lot about my personality. When I think of Japan, what I think of is food. Straight up. There were some things about Japan I really liked in general. Some beautiful landscape, and the people were lovely. They put up with my fucking baka gaijin ass a lot more than I would have. There was a lot to like about Japan. But the food, man. That's what sticks out in my head. And also, Moss Burger. One of the best burgers I've ever had in my entire life. Right up there with In-N-Out as favorite burger chains in the world. But yeah, I've already decided that I have to go back to Japan. And hopefully with my lovely girlfriend, Sarah. Ting Goal's Magic Words asks, how many fingers am I holding up? I don't know, but how many fingers am I holding up? Why do you put up with my shit? You got me, I'm just a scat fetish. If you were a soup, what kind of soup would you be? I'm actually not a huge fan of soup, but if this counts, ramen broth. Can you do this? Alright, let me find out. I don't think I can. What is it? It's like this, this, right? Is that fucking... It looks like I'm trying to make a shadow puppet. Yeah, look at that long ass thumb. F it. No, it didn't work. No, skip it. Next question. 21st Century Guy asks, a singer slash band that makes you feel happy when they're played. This is gonna sound like a joke, but Savage Garden? Everyone f***ing laughs as soon as I say Savage Garden, but I tell you, they're a national Aussie treasure. Honestly, I didn't listen to Savage Garden growing up. I discovered them when I was 18. Just their omnipresence on TV and radio back then meant that their music instantly brought me back to my childhood. Again, nostalgia bias. Also, To the Moon and Back is one of my favorite songs. If they didn't make that song, I wouldn't feel nearly as attached to their music. Also, any new games you're excited for? It's probably ridiculously fucking obvious, but I don't really play that many newer games. I'm kind of interested in this Age of Empires 1 remake that I think is either coming out or is already out by now. I don't even know! That's how much I don't pay attention! Kingdom Hearts 3, I know I'm not even halfway through Kingdom Hearts 1 yet, but ask me again another time. Hopefully I'll have more exciting answers for you. Alright, we gotta finish up now, but I will end on one last question, another from Tingall's Magic Words. 100 donuts now, or one every minute for 100 minutes? I mean, 100 minutes is not very long. That's like an hour and 40 minutes. I think it would take you longer than that to eat 100 donuts. So really, does it make a difference? A better question, and one that I'm gonna leave you guys with, is would you rather 100 donut-sized me's or one me-sized donut? Actually, there's only one correct answer to that question. It's the me-sized donut. Whoever picked 100 donut-sized me's is wrong. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one of these, which there will be a next one of these. If you'd like me to answer some more questions, feel free to leave one in the comments section below, or in the Discord in the new questions channel, and I'll get around to them eventually. Anyway, I'll see you guys very shortly. Thank you for watching. Bye!